This video is strictly directed to the following institution. 1, the Road Development Agency, RDA. Someone please mention them. 2, the National Road Fund Agency. Someone please mention them. 3, RATSA. Please someone mention them. I have decided to address this video to you because I know that in one or another, these 3 institutions are interlinked. They work together. The Road Development Agency looks at the development of roads in Zambia. The National Road Fund Agency is what raises funds through the toll gates for we, the people of Zambia. The Road Agency is what ensures that there is road safety for the people of Zambia. Now, road safety is not just for drivers. It is not just for motor riders. It is not just for cyclists. It's for everyone, even just the people who walk on the road called pedestrians. And so, it is very important that we work on our roads to avoid injuring people, to avoid people dying, to avoid people being fired from work. Here's what I'm trying to say, in case you don't know, but I know that you know. Dear Road Development Agency, dear National Road Fund Agency, the traffic on our roads is becoming unbearable. It is inconveniencing. It is giving us stress. It is giving us depression. It is killing us. You may not understand what I mean by saying this, but yes, it is killing us. It is making us lose jobs. Here is what I mean. Someone will be seriously sick. And I'll give an example of Kafue Road because I grew up in Kafue Road myself. There were days it took us only 30 minutes to drive from Lusaka to Kafue or from Kafue to Lusaka. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now, if I want to reach Lusaka and there is a traffic flow, I need to start off an hour earlier if I'm going to reach Lusaka, because it will take me close to about 1 hour 30 minutes to reach Lusaka. And when there is traffic, it goes to up to 3 to 4 hours. Just in Lusaka and Kafue here. There are people that have been fired for going late at work, not because it was their wish, but because of the traffic on the road. There are people just they get stressed because they are tired of being on the road. If you were up on my road. Now, here's the honest truth. One of the things why our country is not developing is because there is slow traffic flow. There is no country here that has developed because traffic is slow. No, nowhere. Everywhere you go where the countries are developed, because people are rushing against time. Okay, you have 30 minutes to deliver something. You have 30 minutes to be at this place. It's only not in Zambia. In Zambia, you're supposed to be at a meeting at 8:30. You have to start off at 04:30 to be in Lusaka if you're coming from Kafue. Now, there are common mistakes that we do almost everywhere in our country. And that is why even with regards to load shedding, we are where we are. Because we've depended on the same facilities that were being used by a smaller population compared to what we have now. The Kariba Dam was built in 19 Chakucho. And it is what has been supplying this country for the longest of time. There was no political will to start working on alternative sources of energy. So despite the fact that we have a number of industries, despite the fact that the population has grown, despite the fact that more houses have been built, we've still been reliant on the same number of megawatts that are produced to supply this country with electricity 24/7, which is impossible. The demand has gone high. The supply has remained the same over the years. That's why we are where we are today. Even in terms of traffic, it is the same. We have continued depending on the same size of roads for the longest time, forgetting that the population has grown. People that are driving now, the number has increased. I'll give you an example. The Kafue-Lusaka road was built somewhere in the 1969. The population at that time in Zambia was about 4 million. Right now, the population of Zambia is about 21 million. We are still using 2 lanes along Kafue Road. 2 lanes. 2 lanes. Now, when you are coming from Lusaka, just for you to pass through Kafue roundabout, it's a gamble. You come through Palinda turnoff, just for you to cross the Linda Junction, for you to start coming to Chiranga, it's a gamble. You come and reach Chiranga, for you to just pass Chiranga upite pamundawanga paja, it's a gamble. And worse off now, for you to come and pass the toll gate, now it has become way severe so that it is traumatizing. Why? Because we have maintained the same size of road since 1969. And now we are in 2025. The math there is not mathing. RDA, there is need for road expansion on our roads. NFRA, National Road Fund Agency, you collect a lot of money from our targets. We shouldn't be where we are today. Road construction should just be everywhere. It doesn't even need the approval. Even oh, this road need to be expanded. Looking at the traffic jam, you just start working on these things. But are we sure? You collect the target here, but the same road where target is fees are being collected, it's dilapidated. Multipass a BP, multipass heart attack. With that said, I want to propose something on the Kafiwe to Lusaka Road or Lusaka to Kafiwe Road. I posted this post yesterday, but I'll still say it. So that I know that this video is going to reach you. Kafiwe Road Yankarabize, imagine. The traffic flow is very slow and it's inconveniencing people. Baradiye, mwaiona ita 70 road. Pamene isi ya pagama traffic light badge. Yochikira kulinda turn off. Kuja kwa waita na tukubona venture. There is a road, is a dust road. Panepa mkachoka chabe pa 70, instead yobwela kuno ku Kafiwe Road mwataninga. Mwaenda kuja ku right side. There is a gravel, a katama but kaenda kasiri ya kusogolo. Then mpeza gravel. That gravel road comes straight from there to Chikupi, yapita Mumungu, yafika pa Chikoka, Iboro joina Kafiwe C7. C7 Iboro joina kuja kwenye Kafiwe Textiles. That road, if you work on it today, the traffic that you are seeing along Kafiwe Road will reduce. Why? Because those trucks will not have to come and join the Lusaka Kafiwe Road. They will just turn to their right and start coming along Chikupi, Mungu, and then come and join the traffic from right where there is Faduko's corner in Kafiwe. You get the point? That is where the traffic will start joining from. Now, that will mean traffic yama track kuchokera mu Lusaka kubofika Kafiwe is actually reduced because the trucks will just continue using their inner route. Ukukuside mwatisira kwa sama better than walking, bama Fortuna, bama RAV4 na mavits. You get my point? Then matraki ya mopita. Now, because kupita matraki, what will that attract? It will attract the development of these areas. Matraki ya mene ya pita kusaidi kumungu kuno ya zafuna ko fuel. Meaning wantu wamne bapanga ma filling station, bazafuna endo manga ma filling station. Imweba NFRA, ija road mukaipanga, you'll be forced to make another toll gate. I know that is what your worry is. You cannot let go of ma 20 kwatas na ma 5 kwatas na ma 2 kwatas hapa pa toll gate hapa Shimaba. Maybe Kafiwe should be the first district or town with 2 toll gates, in that you are going to allow another toll gate kwa meno kwa Mungu side, so that trucks can be paying their tolls that side. Most others are paying their tolls. You'll be generating money double within Lusaka, within Kafiwe. You get the point? That is not the end. Once you build these toll gates, you build the filling stations. Other commercial properties will be built there, because when wazafuna ma shopping mall, wazafuna manga maloji, wazafuna, that will be more money generated, and that will create more employment for the locals. It will become busy. By the way, kubera yamne bakamba M phase ukukamene kwa Mungu side. Manje M phase is up kanju, the road is bad. When you clear that road, it will become busy. You'll be making more money. You create more employment for the locals. You increase people's lives on the road this side. Kwa mene bantu wabunkana, kwa mene bantu wakufa because the traffic is not flowing. Kufika kunchito, you are late by an hour. You tell the boss, no, I'm late. No, I also use the same road. Maybe you used it at 03. Manya ninchoke 03 kunyumba, I'm supposed to be at work at 8 hours. I'm late because there was a traffic. You people are not even there to explain to us or to our bosses, but yes, there was a traffic. That's why we want to watch it. And the worst case scenario, you will find amount of rats vehicles along that road. They are just standing on the vehicles, waiting for you to just maneuver and use the outer lane. Then they charge you for contravening or whatever it is called. It's unfair. We are becoming unfair to our people. Let's work on our roads. And I'm not just talking about the Kafiwe road, but I'm very passionate about it because I'm a resident of Kafiwe and I see how bad that road is going to be in the next 3 to 4 years if we continue just using those 2 lanes. Expand that road. Expand the Great East Road the same way you're expanding the Great North Road. Let's have alternative roads. That's how we're going to develop our country. We shouldn't be relying on the same roads from 1964. No. No country has developed where countries move at 20 kilometers per hour. We need to get used to moving at 100 kilometers per hour, 120 kilometers. That way, the country will get better. But right now, I can tell you that the slow traffic we see on our roads, that's how our country is developing. So, Naruntambwe development, very unfair to the country and to the residents. Yet they pay tax, they pay my road, it's very unfair. Gentlemen, there is Zambia there. My ticket very important kupanga. Singa see a topic without you come up a ticket. Let's create my ticket, right? Use 1xbet, use the promo code Kendumbo, make a deposit of an amount to get a bonus of up to 300%. Do that now and stand a chance to win big with 1xbet. Otherwise, that was my submission to you, the Road Development Agency, the National Road Fund Agency, and the Road and Safety Agency. My name is Kazungo Emmanuel Ndea, a Zambian youth and resident of Kafue District. I submit.